amazing. They look like you should be able to find them in a lot of the bigger, more expensive department stores.
I love this shrug. This shrug is by far my favorite accessory with this clothing line. This shrug allows me to wear it short and sexy or long and a little bit more flirty and flowy. So the transformation just happens just very uniquely by flipping the garment upside down. So if I remove my arms, flip the garment upside down, losing that scarf and collared effect, but again, taking that scarf and transforming it to the lower half, making it long and sleek. Super simple.
The Beanery Depot and Deli. Coffee, made-to-order subs, snacks, and more. Meatball sandwiches, fresh and hot. Pepperoni rolls, fish sandwiches, chicken, milkshakes. The Beanery Deli. When you're hungry for something special, and it won't cost you a lot of beans. Join and save at Sam's Club, your local club, Boardman, 6361 South Avenue, Boardman, Ohio. It's Sam's Club. Join and save.
Hi friends, I'm Gary West, and whether you find Augustine's Pizza at your local grocery store or at their restaurant in Newcastle, the folks at Augustine's Pizza hope that their pizza is always your first choice for any and all occasions.
What's inside? Come on in and take a look at the menu. There's many barbecued delights, ribs, chicken, and much more. Salads of every kind, sides that'll tempt your appetite. And we have eat in or take out at Big J's Hurricane Grill. Maureen and Big J say everybody is welcome.
Bill's Bake Shop will make you happy. Bill Cast is the owner, and he and his staff keep the tradition going with all those bakery items that you remember as a kid. Just to name a few items, Bill makes cream sticks, cinnamon rolls, bear claws, cream horns, cannoli, cakes, pies, cookies, bread, pizza, and so much more. Bill's Bake Shop, located at 228 North Liberty Street in the Mahoningtown section of Newcastle, is open Tuesday through Saturday, 7 to 5, and Sunday, 7 to 2, closed on Monday. Bill's, where smiles are everywhere. Call 724-654-4223.
It's winter, so come on inside, sit down, grab a cup of hot cocoa, and watch NCTV45.
The Crane Room for your lunch and dinner rendezvous. You'll enjoy their pleasant atmosphere. The Crane Room takes pride in their wide variety menu. Appetizers, sandwiches, soups, salads, entrees, pasta, and the best burgers in town. Newcastle's best selection of domestic, import, and craft beers from around the world, and the Crane Room features a 35-tap draft system. Ask about their daily specials that will please you every time. The Crane Room is located at 3009 Wilmington Road in Neshannock Township. Call 724-656-1553.
Hi, how you doing? I'm Norm from Krazy Car Restoration, and I'm here to give you a little update on what we're doing with the 1980 Trans Am build that we're doing on NCTV45. Basically, we are building this car, and we are going to donate its proceeds, whether we sell it at a car show in downtown Newcastle or we take it to the auction and sell it, to the Lawrence County Drug Task Force to fight drugs in our area. Okay, Lawrence County and surrounding areas. Wherever it can be dealt with, that's what we want to do right now. We have a lot of people involved with this. When I brought up the idea of doing this, so many people just jumped on board with it, and they thought it was a great idea. Unfortunately, this drug problem that we have in Lawrence County didn't get here overnight. It slowly progressed, and the reason it got this bad is because most people just turned their backs and said they didn't want to get involved. The car cruise that we're going to have in downtown Newcastle is going to be called Krazy Car Come Together Cruise. And basically is all the businesses in Lawrence County coming together to build this car and sell it so we can have more money to fight the problem that we have at hand. Okay, at this point right now, I mean, if anybody wants to ever get involved with it, all they got to do is just call us down here at Lutton Auto Repair and Krazy Car Restoration, and we'll be more than happy to put you on board. I'd like to take time to thank everybody that has helped out so far, and I know there's going to be more people that's wanting to help out because I get phone calls every day. The thing is, maybe someday we can leave our doors unlocked again without fearing somebody crashing through it to try to rob us, to get money for drugs. The sooner we get these drugs off the street, the better off we're going to be. I got to give credit to Josh Lamacusa, District Attorney, and Bobby Salem, the Mayor, and City Council. They've all been working all together to try to get this problem solved, but unfortunately they can't do it all by themselves. One person can't do it by themselves, one little organization. Everybody's got to come together and fight this problem together. And they've been doing everything in their power, putting ads in the paper, everything else to try to get participation, everybody to help. Well, this is another way to bring awareness to it. And I hope by me filling you in on what we're doing with this build and what we're doing with this car, everybody understands this is all a non-profit deal. And whatever everybody does, they're doing it because they want to do it, not because they have to do it or anything like that. The thing is, they're doing something to fight the drug problem in Lawrence County and the surrounding areas. And if you can help out, that'd be more than happy. But at this point right now, we're going to continue building this, and we're going to have a car show in downtown Newcastle the first of summer, and I hope you can attend. Thank you very much.
The Globe Leader, your hometown newspaper since 1880. Go to nwglobe.com to read fascinating articles. If you know someone who would enjoy this amazing publication as much as you do, why not give them a gift subscription? I am excited about getting this into the homes of as many people as possible. Please send their email address and we'll do the rest. Call 724-946-8098. That's the Globe Leader, your hometown newspaper since 1880. All in a nutshell, 102 and 117 North Mercer Street in Newcastle. Visit Keith and Margot Jackson for that new look. The latest in women's and men's clothing. Treat yourself today. You'll be glad you did. Joshua Sun Rehabilitation Center. From the moment you arrive, you know that you're in the right place. Dr. John Wrightson listens first. He pays attention to detail and then makes the determination. Joshua Sun Rehabilitation. We make the pain go away. Tuscany Square Restaurant, 3470 Wilmington Road, where old world charm meets the modern conveniences of today. Spacious seating and amenities await. Fresh ingredients that make that just right pizza or entree. It's Tuscany Square for your next event. Stop and see us or give us a call at 724-654-0365. The Land of Oz, located next to Subway on Washington Street, features unique clothing for that special design, one of a kind. Also accessories of every sort. Team logo and school logo. Also jeans, tops. For that special look, it's the Land of Oz, located in downtown Newcastle next to
Okay, I guess we're going to get ready to start tearing this down here, and what we're going to do here is we got these plastic bags here. And what we're going to do is we're going to remove the hood here in a few minutes, and what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and put hood bolts on here, okay, and other stuff that's going to associate with it. And that way there, when we're done, okay, we'll put all the nuts and bolts in there, we'll put them over there, and we'll know exactly what nuts and bolts go where, okay? And what we're going to have over here is we're going to have a little board over here where it's going to have a little checklist we're going to put up there, okay? And first off, we're going to write the hood up there, okay? And that's going to be the thing for to do today, and we're going to start disassembling that. As we get that stuff done, we'll mark it off. We'll have a list going up and down there of the things that has to be done. Okay, so let's get started on taking this hood off. All right, I got some wrenches over there, Judd, if you want to grab those there. And we'll go ahead and we'll get this hood off. Okay. We've already drilled and pinned this hood, if you recall earlier, and this here's how we'll line it up later on with those pins. So those got to go in the bag, along with the nuts and bolts that we're going to be using. Okay, how are you coming over there, Judd? Get some back one now?
Yeah, I already got it. That's what it is.
Okay, you good?
She's out of there.
Okay, you want to walk to the front a little bit there and hold that out a little bit so it don't come back on the windshield?
Good.
Okay. Okay, got this one out. Okay, now let's take the hood off. Flip it right up here for right now. Very gently. Okay, slide it back just a little bit. Well, there's that bird that we've been talking about. Okay, now we'll put all our bolts. Don't forget our pin, because that's what we're going to line that hood back up with, along with a bunch of other panels. Okay, now we'll get started on some other stuff. Hey, did you take note there? You got a missing windshield wiper there.
Yeah, I noticed that when I pulled it in the other day. It was raining, I had to hit the wiper.
Somebody must have had a real field day while I was parked outside. You know what? You can't trust anybody anymore. It's getting pretty sad. Okay, well, let's get started on the next stuff here. Okay, now just like we discussed before, we're going to go ahead and we're going to drill pilot holes in these. That way there we can hold on. I'm going to have to cut that. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and drill our dowel holes here now, like we outlined before. And each one of the fenders there so we can line them back up properly. Okay, there's one. We come over here, we'll do it in about the same spot over here. we'll do it all at various spots in the car. This is our next spot over here. Now these are spots that won't ever be noticeable later on down the road. Nobody will ever even know they're there. But it's going to help us out on realigning all the fenders and the nose piece. And along with the rad support and everything else. We'll even go ahead and drill the hood hinges and stuff. And it's going to make it a lot less difficult to do it. And once the car is all painted and everything, nobody's ever going to notice it. But I mean, it's going to make the assembly a lot better. And this car is so straight now, the last thing we want to do is disturb that. So when we tear it all back apart, we want it all to be pretty much the same way as when we took it apart. So, okay, now we're going to get started on taking some nuts and bolts out here in a little bit. So we'll get back to that in a few minutes. Okay, now that we have the hood off and we got the fenders drilled out for the pilot holes for them and everything, what we're going to do is we're just going to go over the car somewhat and take a brief look at some of the nuts and bolts and where they are. Like right here on this fender here, if we take note, these are 12-point bolts. We want to take everything back as original as we possibly can. Over here we see 1/2-inch bolts. Okay, they're hex heads. Same here. Different styles, and we're going to just take like an overlook of the whole car real quick. Okay, that way there we have it on film and we can always come back and take a look at it later. Okay, at the area that we're working with. That way there we don't get confused on when we go to reassemble it. Like we got these little stoppers and that, and sometimes they can go in different places and everything. We want to make sure they're in the right location when we reassemble the vehicle. Now we're going to start taking some of the bolts out. If you notice, like I was saying, these are hex head bolts. Okay? In this particular year, this is exactly what they put in it. We'd like to put everything back, like I said, original. Okay. And everything that we disassemble is going to go into that hood bag that we have. All the nuts and bolts, that way there, we'll know exactly where they're at when we go to assemble it. I notice we're missing a bolt right here. Well, actually somebody had taken and regrounded it and left the bolt out. So we're doing pretty good so far. Okay. Like I said, everything will go into this bag here. Now we're going to start taking the supports off. These are put on for security reasons to help in a collision. There's one on each side. Okay, those are disassembled. Some more bracketry. Just take note, the majority of these bolts are pretty much the same. We kind of use them the same in a lot of different locations. When we get done, we'll clean up every one of these nuts and bolts. Like I said, so everybody can get a general idea here, all the nuts and the bolts resemble each other pretty much. Okay, and you'll find that true to be on a lot of stuff. That's why we separate them in bags. That way there we'll have a better idea of reassemble. Let me get this guy off here, and I think we're going to take a break and go to lunch. Does that sound like a good idea, Judd? All right. All right. What do you say we go to lunch?
It's Little Johnny's Pizza 2 in downtown Newcastle with a great variety menu that you will tell everybody about. Chris Quiera, the owner, is here with more information.
Stop down and see us at Little Johnny's 2. We're located at 130 East Washington Street, or give us a call at 724-657-2210.
Let's talk with Norm. We're with
Norm Lutton.
Norm. You're the owner of Krazy Car Restoration. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, it's a new company we're opening up. Originally, we was Lutton Auto Repair, and we're adding on a little bit. And we're trying to bring out some custom cars for people somewhere in between the $5,000 and $20,000 range, what people can actually afford today. Anymore, you know, all these cars are so expensive. We're just trying to make ends meet for other people.
That sounds great now.
But I've been fixing cars for over 35 years.
That's great. So when you have a repair, big or small, call Norm.
We have a great relationship with Main Street Clothiers and Custom Tailors in downtown Newcastle at 210 East Washington Street. And whenever you watch Focus and See, my wardrobe is furnished by Main Street Clothiers and Custom Tailors.
Whether it's time to fix the furnace, throw the salt, shovel the drive, it's Paul D. Weller Hardware. We have what you need. Whether it's time to get warm, make the macaroni, make the ravioli, make the pizzelles, throw another log on the fire. It's Paul D. Weller Hardware. Hey, let's go sled ride.
It's Butts Flowers when you want a wide variety of flowers for any occasion. They also have a selection of fine gifts and more. Butts Flowers is conveniently located in downtown Newcastle at 120 East Washington Street. Call Butts Flowers at 724-652-7727 or toll free from anywhere, 1-800-443-7726. It's Butts Flowers in downtown Newcastle.
It's 2Ps, Thrifts and Gifts, 2626 Elwood Road, for the best in giftware and original merchandise. Stop by 2Ps, Thrifts and Gifts. Check out their many treasures. Gently worn clothing, original items, one of a kind, and also furniture. Something for everyone. Men's clothes, accessories for the house. It's 2Ps, Thrifts and Gifts, 2626 Elwood Road. Stop by. There's a treasure waiting for you.
Whether it's a scheduled appointment or same-day service, DiCaprio Carpet Cleaning offers 24/7 service for commercial, industrial, and residential, as well as fire and water damage restoration. Using state-of-the-art technology, DiCaprio Carpet Cleaning experts are ready to professionally clean your carpet today. Call DiCaprio Carpet Cleaning for a free in-home estimate. Thank you for making us Lawrence and Mercer County's largest carpet cleaner.
And remember, nobody gets your carpet cleaner.
It's winter, so come on inside, grab a cup of hot cocoa, and sit down and watch NCTV45.